Hello people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking you through everything that I am doing right now on a day-to-day basis to get absolutely peeled. Naturally as well, fun enough. No PDs, no peptides, no nothing like that. If you haven't been watching my YouTube channel already, I am currently on a natural bodybuilding competition prep. And yeah, we're going to be taking you through what we're doing on a day-to-day basis with my training, my nutrition, my activity, supplementation, right here, literally everything that we are doing. Now, currently we are 6 weeks into prep and it has been a pretty turbulent 6 weeks so far, but such is life. If you hadn't seen a previous video, I have been ill with shingles for 2 weeks. I then went on holiday to Ibiza. As you can see right there, for a week as well. So it hasn't been the most productive start to prep, let's just say that. But for the last 3 weeks, I've been back at home now, getting the wheels turning. We're starting to pick up some traction. I haven't actually recorded much content. Really, I didn't do it because I was like, oh, there's nothing exciting to show. There's nothing good going on right now. It's all very boring. And I need to break out of that mindset. Like I really, really do, because I think it's so important to show you guys that not all things run smoothly. That's just how it is. My prep last year may have been very, very smooth, but things in life do not go perfectly. That should be reflected on social media, you know, because outside looking in, looking at YouTube channel, other people's social media, think, oh, everyone's always good all the time for these people. And that's simply not the case. Yeah, we're 6 weeks into prep. Only over the last 3 weeks is where we've actually started to pick up some traction now. I'll put some photos up yesterday from my check-in. So you can see how I'm looking right now. It's all right, we're shaping up a little bit. We're far from where I want to be. We're far from the standard that I need to be at to achieve what I want to achieve. And obviously, naturally, I'm comparing my prep now to my prep back then. And you know, you get in your own head about it, but you can't do that, man. You can't do that. There's different challenges every single time you do a dieting phase, every single time you commit to building a new business, there's always going to be new challenges that come your way. And it's on you to upskill yourself with the ability to be able to overcome them. We're going to get stuck into it. So going to start off with my morning supplementation, ESN, the goats. I start my morning every single day with a serving of daily collagen peptide, glutamine, and also creatine product. Not that kind of peptide. Before you shout out at me or jump at the screen and say, oh, Tam's on peptides, not that type of peptide, right? We're natural here. The collagen in this is good for joints, connective tissues, recovery, all right? So if you're blasting away in the gym, this is gonna be good for helping your joints to recover. Right now, I am dealing with a bit of tendinopathy and also my shoulder as well. So we're working through it. So this, every single morning, is gonna be fantastic for that. As well as that, we have got Athlete Stack, which is this one right here, which is basically like a powdered multivitamin, but you drink it and it's very, very good. We've also got this as well, which contains my daily supplementation. And in here, we have got omega-3s. We've also got vitamin D3 plus K2. We've then also got curcumin. And in the evenings after training, we've got ashwagandha as well. So that's literally my daily supplementation at the moment. And then outside of that, I've just got whey protein and a pump formula. But unfortunately at the moment, ESN's pump formula is out of stock, which is not ideal. But if you want to grab any of these supplements, you can use code TOM at the checkout or hit the link down below. Grab some for yourself. Okay, let's go. So breakfast, we have got not just this, but designer plant-based protein. I don't know why. I think it's because I've done it for a long time now, but I only really prefer a plant-based protein in oats. Strawberries, blueberries, peanut butter, dark chocolate under there. Oh, cinnamon on the top, a little bit of honey as well. Now, this meal will eventually go down in calories. I think it's 750 calories right now. I'll put the macros on screen. But right now, I just love breakfast. I think I'd happily eat this and then starve for the rest of the day, but we're not gonna do that because it's not optimal, bro. But yeah, gonna get breakfast down, gonna go for a walk, then gonna give you guys a bit of a breakdown with regards to what's going on right now. We've then got a call with Will, who's just wrapped up his competition prep, so we're gonna set the goals going forward. And then we've got a busy rest of the day, which will take you through. So yeah, anyway, this is hot, so I'm gonna go eat it rather than let it go cold, because it's my favourite meal and I don't want to ruin it. Right, morning walk is on. Just to give you a bit of a rundown with regards to where we're at right now in this prep. So far, obviously, as I said earlier, 6 weeks in, And we're only down by around 2 kilos, which isn't ideal. It's not ideal, but those 2 kilos have pretty much come from like the last couple of weeks here, to be honest with you, once we've actually got the wheels turning. So because of that, yesterday we did drop down food. So we're now down to 2,990 calories on a training day, and then 2,680 on a rest day. So still a good amount of food, and the scale weight has been moving recently. But when we got back from Ibiza and whatnot, and also the illness, the priority wasn't to like panic and make up for lost time or anything like that. It was simply just to give the body what it needs in order to perform, obviously while still encouraging a little bit of fat loss, but getting that fullness, getting that momentum back with my training, which I have done so. So now that we're in a good place, we can actually start to chip away at the food, increase the cardio a little bit. So at the moment, the setup is food, as I just mentioned, then cardio has been increased to 4 half-an-hour sessions, and then steps are still at 12,000 per day. So by no means, I'm not digging really deep right now, or things are difficult. They're very, very easy. It's later on, once a few more kilos come off, that's when things will start to get a little bit juicy, but yeah, feeling good right now overall. In terms of the shows that I have planned, 16 weeks away, there are some earlier ones as well that I do have my eye on, but in all honesty, it's just a case of letting the body do what it wants to do and just honestly seeing how things go. So I am excited. It has been a very, very different prep this time around in comparison to previous, but it's all a learning experience. Sometimes it's going to go smooth, sometimes it isn't. Just because it's not going smooth, it doesn't mean that you're failing. It doesn't mean that things are going wrong. Today, as I said, we have got some therapy on my shoulder. Going to go get some shockwave, I think. Get my shoulder and bicep brutalized by the shockwave, and also do a pull session as well. But I am going to be doing my pull session before I have my shockwave therapy, because if you haven't had shockwave before, it tickles. Yeah, gonna get these steps in and then get back, have a call with Will, do some client check-ins, head out to the gym to train, which I'll show you guys some of my training session, and then go get my shoulder and bicep tendon absolutely brutalized. Oh yes.
Yo.
What is good? Oh mate, he's eating. Get it down. This you've got a small waist from the other side. But
yeah,
from this side,
is my worst pose, we know that.
Yeah, this is your worst pose, but obviously you have to do the pose. So like, do I think it's got potential though? Yeah, absolutely. I think it just needs a lot, and it needs more muscle mass across that top line, ultimately. Yeah, mate, to be 2 points off from second first, that's
exactly
unreal, mate.
Yeah, you can take that all day.
Yes, it is time for pre-workout. And we can only have one thing for pre-workout, and that is rice pudding. Because we're a bodybuilder up in here. This is what we do, okay? We're gonna be combining this with protein isolate from ESN in this cinnamon cereal flavor. Gonna have that as a whey paste. We've also got designer flavor powder. Gonna mix that into the rice pudding. It's like a little Biscoff rice pudding, which is amazing. And then we have also got 85% dark chocolate, blueberries as well, pink salt, along with some ground cinnamon. Absolutely unreal. Meal number 2, pre-workout. I actually wouldn't usually have this as pre-workout, but it's just because I'm training a little bit earlier today, because I've got to fit in that shockwave session afterwards. We need something that's quick, easy digesting, and this is literally perfect for that. If you're having heavier meals, your rice, a decent amount of fats in there, quite high protein, a slower digesting protein source, then ideally you probably want like an hour and a half to actually digest that meal, 60 to 90 minutes. This gets in the system, still gonna give me that sustained energy throughout my training session. That is pre-workout meal in. I'm gonna give you a rundown in regards to the current pre-workout supplements and intra-workout supplements as well. It would be the ESN pump formula, but if you're based in the UK, unfortunately, it's out of stock right now. Instead, we are just gonna raw dog it, and we're gonna have some Hydroload intra-workout in fresh lemon flavor. If you like lemon cheesecake, lemon tarts, this is unreal. Carbohydrates in there from cyclic dextrin, and then it's got some electrolytes in there as well. So replenish lost electrolytes during my training as I sweat, and then also keep me topped up with carbohydrates. Yes, I am dieting right now, but I'd rather be a little bit hungrier and have this intra-workout, use some calories for this, deal with the hunger, because it actually helps with my training performance. Obviously that's the priority now, to help me retain muscle mass. And then this is now my second time using this. Some collagen peptides, again, and also some vitamin C. Now, there's been some studies to show that the combination of these two can be quite effective at giving the body what it needs, the building blocks that it needs to actually help recover from rehab sessions. So obviously when you're doing rehab, obviously working on the tendon, driving some blood flow towards it, even breaking the tendon down slightly, this gives you a nice hit of collagen, peptides, the proteins necessary to actually help recover that tendon, give it the building blocks it needs. So these two together about an hour before I train and have my rehab work. So if I'm going into the gym and training back, doing any kind of work on my bicep, then this an hour beforehand. Now, a lot of people have said to me, Tom, why don't you just take some BPC 157? Why don't you just take some TB 500? Why don't you just get on the peptides, bro? It's because I can't. It's banned in natural federations. But honestly, people are so light-hearted right now, like nowadays, I feel like with taking whatever peptide they can for any reason possible. And honestly, unless you've exhausted your options already, such as taking collagen, vitamin C, doing your rehab work, why jump straight away to taking some kind of like research chemical? To me, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm gonna exhaust every option that I have before even considering those kind of things. And even if I did, I can't because it's banned. So as much as I appreciate the advice, people, if you've messaged me saying, Tom, get on the TB 500 or the BP 157, I can't, bro. So we're gonna get this in, collagen and vitamin C, and then we're gonna head out to the gym. Right, we have landed. Change of scenery. You haven't seen this gym yet on my YouTube channel before. This is S20 in Sheffield. Fantastic gym. But anyway, we are in for pull B today. We do not have any biceps in this session, just pulling work today, and then afterwards get in with Rich, do a little bit of a shockwave on my bicep and on my shoulder. I want to get in a good training session, but we'll show you what we're doing. Exercise number 2, we've got the, well, I was about to say the prime row. We've got the Life Fitness seated row because the prime row is currently taken. Gonna roll with this. This is actually a really nice machine. It's not isolateral, but it's gonna do the job. And whenever you are training in other gyms, not your usual gym, don't overcomplicate it. Can you get in a perfect workout as you usually would do, using your normal weights, normal loads, all that kind of stuff? No, you can't. But at least you can actually try hard and, you know, push yourself. So that's what we're gonna do. There it is. That's maybe even a little bit too heavy, Jesus. Okay. Oh, that'll do. Right, I was an absolute idiot, and they did in fact have a single arm isolateral row. I've literally used it before, so I don't know how the hell I forgot that, but yeah, get a couple sets on in this, each arm, rear delt fly, and then we are going to get in for our shockwave session, which I am so excited for. That'll do. Here is how we are currently looking, right? This is it. We are now 80.5 kg at my absolute lowest. I started prep at around 82.5, so a couple kilos down, nothing crazy, but yeah, I'm gonna do a few little poses, why not? Just this here for me, the abs take so long to come in versus the back comes in a lot quicker, but we'll take it. Yeah, I think I might get an actual ultrasound of it.
It doesn't improve after this one. This is third now, isn't it? Or is it third? Yeah.
Right there, Jesus. Right, that is pull session and shockwave session done and dusted, and that was absolutely brutal. I don't know if anyone watching this video has ever had shockwave before, but it's not very nice. It's not very nice, especially when you get on the part of the tendon that's actually like affected. It is sore, but very good. Got like a 15-20 minute drive. Get post-workout in, and then it's just going to be for the rest of the day, steps and work. So nothing really too exciting. Had a very good conversation earlier with my client, Will, who has just wrapped up his competitive season. I'm sure you've seen Will in previous videos. I've also spoken about Will here and there. And yeah, prep is done for him. Very proud of Will. Honestly, transformation ever since we started working together has been insane. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. And even the transformation from when he started to now, but then his last season to now has been nuts. So super proud of you, brother. Time to get big. That's what he needs to do. He needs to get big now, and that's the focus, and that's what we mapped out on this call this morning. So anyway, I literally feel like I'm going hyper. I'm like slurring my words. So I'm gonna go home now, go eat, go do some work, get some steps in, and then show you what we're cooking with for the rest of the day. Right, guys, we are back for post-workout meal. 700 mils of water. We have then got our usual pre-workout, but we have got chicken mince with long grain rice, peppers, cucumbers. We've also got like ginger, some soy sauce in there as well, I think, something like that. Spring onions and edamame beans as well. Very, very good meal this is. Macros on screen for this meal now. All I've got to do now for the rest of the day is get 6,000 more steps in because I'm actually behind a little bit. And then we've got to do a little bit of work. Final meal of the day. That is pretty much it, people. Yes, guys, it is now 8 p.m. So it's time for the final meal of the day. And I'll show you what we've got. So, similar to my last video, we've got 2 wraps. What a dream. We've got chicken with cucumber, jalapenos, however you say it, lettuce, tomato. We've also got some Greek yogurt in there and, don't know if you can see that, a little bit of mango chutney as well, along some cucumbers. So pretty damn low calorie meal. I'll put the macros on screen for both of these right now. It's very satisfying, like filling it with all the veg. I could even have a little bit more than that, to be honest with you, but I've run out of some veg. Tastes unreal, especially now that McDonald's have discontinued the grilled wraps in the UK. Absolute travesty. So that pretty much concludes it for this video. I am clocking off after this because I'm absolutely dead. So if you guys enjoyed this video, this day in the life of prep, this me getting shredded, everything that I'm doing, then make sure you hit subscribe and even the like button as well, because it's all greatly appreciated, and we're on our way now to 1,000 subscribers, which I'm very, very grateful for. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it in the next month, right? That's when we're gonna do it. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video.